Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know you're go ahead. I know you're just about sick of me, and I'm just about sick of me too. And it's been a cute little minute since I've been on here, and just yeah. So I know I lost my microphone that I used to I lost my microphone, so I have to order a new one. And I just like keep pushing off making this video, which is I'm all over the place. I lost my microphone, so that's why I'm kind of close to the camera, because I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So yeah, that's why I'm a little close to here. But anyway, so it's been like a month and a half. Last video you guys saw was Paxton's 3-month update, and I was like extremely late with that. I never even did Paxton's 4-month update video, and he is 5 months old now, and like 5.5 months old now, or something like close to 5.5. And so I know, and I won't lie to you and say that I'm going to continue to be consistent, because I keep saying that and I'm not consistent at all. And I keep saying bear with me. And I very much so appreciate everyone who actually still tunes in no matter how late I am. So it's very much so appreciated. You guys are very much so loved. And thank you for loving me and my family. But I'm just really struggling mentally right now with just everything that has happened this year. It's been 7 months since my brother was murdered. 9 months since my husband's grandmother passed away. 5 months since I had a baby. And it's just so much stuff has happened this year. And before y'all come for me in my wig, it is not glued down or anything like that. I literally just slapped it on for this video because I had a bonnet on. But yeah, so bear with me. I just want to talk and kind of vent, because I do notice that sometimes with me venting on here and just being very open and honest for other people, especially moms, I mean, I really would like everybody to be relatable, but many moms go through things that people just don't want to talk about because we get shamed, and it's very annoying, but it is what it is. So it's just like I want to acknowledge the fact that mentally I am not okay. I'm very open with this with my mother. I'm very open with this with my husband. And I just tell them, like, straight up, I'm not okay. I'm an amazing mom to my children. Even with my mental state, I don't let it affect my children or my ability to care for my children. But that's not always the case for everybody, because sometimes, like, it gets the best of you and you just feel like you want to give up, like you just want to die or something. I'm not saying that's me, because I don't want to die. I will never harm myself, because I will always need to be here for my children. Like, I would never do that, because I have my children and they need me more than anything in this world. They need me. I need them. And they are what keeps me going and keeps me alive. Because when people say, like, you know, I don't know what the saying is, but I truly understand now how people can die from a broken heart. Because very much so, my heart is broken. This year has just been complete hell, from us initially starting off with having like some financial issues because of work slowing down for my husband. I was still working during my pregnancy with Paxton up until my brother got murdered, and then it just became a health issue because I was stressing so badly, plus trying to work, and it just it was weighing too much on my body. So 8 months pregnant, I had to sit the heck down. But yeah, so I'm just like mentally not okay. And that's okay. And step one would be definitely admitting that you're not okay. So I admit that I am not okay. I acknowledge that I am not okay. Not even with just having, it's like having to deal with my brother's murder while being 7 months pregnant, burying him 8 months pregnant, and then having my baby a month after we bury him, doing that, and then having to deal with just your regular old postpartum issues that every woman has. You have to adjust to a new body. You're adjusting to a new baby. I'm a mom of 2, so I had to adjust to being a mom of 2. So it's like being a new mom all over again, because now you're going from 1 child to 2 children, and you're having to learn your new baby while also caring for your older child and giving your new baby all the love that it needs, and not wanting to take away from them and the attention they need, but also not taking away from my older son, because I don't want him to feel left out or like he's being replaced. So that's difficult on its own, while also throwing in your body trying to get back to itself, in which that's what causes your hormone levels are going up and down. So that's what causes postpartum depression, is because of those hormone levels. Sometimes it's hard because your body is all out of whack, and it literally takes you a year after giving birth to get back to your normal self. Look it up. And so I'm dealing with all of that while dealing with the murder of my brother and being depressed about that, and having to see and watch my mother literally become a different woman, because now she has lost 2 sons. But the first son that she lost was just a baby when he was a toddler. But when he passed, that was one thing. But to actually see a child grow up, have a child, and the way that he was murdered, knowing that he was actually a really good person, he wasn't involved in drugs and guns and gangs and stuff like that. So that was a surprise, and it was a terrible, hurtful surprise. And so to have to see my mother change from that, because who's not going to change? Having to see my brother lying on the ground for literally 6 hours. We stood outside in the heat, Texas heat, 6 hours, watching people ask us questions in regards to, oh, what happened? Like, you see people crying and you're asking, like, what? For that to replay in my head daily, multiple times a day, at that, it replays in my head over and over and over again. Any little thing triggers that for me. Like, just, I can't even watch TV the same. It can be the most simple thing, and it just makes me feel like, oh my God. Like, I love Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Olivia Benson is my girl. But I have a hard time watching it now, and I haven't really watched it because, it's a lot of death on the show, and every time someone is shot, murdered, or whatever the case may be on the show, it takes me back to that moment. Any little thing takes me back to the moment. If I see somebody die on social media, oh, somebody got shot over here, it takes me back to that moment. Everything is a trigger, and it's so hard. So I'm trying to deal with the fact that my mother has become a whole totally different person, and of course she's changed, and having to see my brother become what he has become because he was shot. And there's my baby. I think his dad got him. Having to see my brother both of my brothers were shot. One was killed, and one, obviously made it. And having to see him become a totally different person as well. He's, having to see him, he walks around, if he doesn't have a shirt on. Like the other day, he didn't have a shirt on, and he came out to get my son, because he was watching my son. And, I saw his bullet hole. And because he didn't have a shirt on, so I saw his bullet hole. He got shot in the arm and in the chest. And to actually see it again, it takes me back, and it makes me sad, because we're all grieving losing our brother, but we're also he was there, he got shot too, so we're actually having to make sure that we're there for him extra. So it's just like, it's so much stuff, and I feel like I don't know how to express it. I don't know how to say it. And the hardest thing for me is to say, like, I need help. The hardest thing for me is to say that I need help. Not like, I can say I'm sorry. I can say, I was wrong. I can do all that stuff. But for me, it's the I need help part. Because you feel like such a sucky person and such a sucky mom when you have to say, like, I need help with my children. Or I feel like I'm not mentally okay enough to change a diaper today. Like, I'm not mentally okay enough to nurse my baby today. And I think that's like the hardest part is sometimes, because you feel like less of a mom, less of a person, less of a wife, like less of a daughter, because I'm having to deal with all this stuff on top of dealing with my postpartum hormones. And I just feel like no one understands sometimes. No one around me understands, because I can't go to my mom about stuff, because like, she's dealing with the murder of her child. And I'm not saying like it's harder on her than it is on anybody, because that was her baby. She pushed him out, she birthed him, she nourished him, she grew him, she took care of him, she raised him. So of course this situation is harder on her than it is on anybody. But I have to take my hurt and pain from losing my sibling on top of being a mom, and on top of dealing with my postpartum hormones, which we knew that I was going to struggle with it, because I had a little bit with Prince, but I've never had it. It wasn't this bad as it is after having Paxton. I am struggling so hard mentally, and some days I just want to cry, and I just want to just be sad and be in bed. I want to break sometimes, and then you feel like crap when you say you want to break, because it's like, you had these kids, you laid down to make them okay, but everybody deserves me time, and the problem is I don't get me time. And it's hard for me to get me time with me nursing Paxton. He's not too keen on the bottles, but I don't feel pretty most days. I don't feel happy most days, except for these little pockets of sunshine when my children do something, because they make me so happy and like stress me out all at one time. But they are like my pockets of sunshine throughout the day. Like, they do something. And Prince's new thing is, mommy, look at me. So he does like nothing, literally, and he'll be like, mommy, look at me. And so I'd be like, oh yeah, baby, that's so cool. But I just like look at my kids sometimes, and I just like cry, because oh my God, I'm your mom. And then on the flip of that, it's like, oh my God, I'm your mom. Like, I have to care for these two little lives with every single piece of me. They need every single thing from me. I have to feed them, change them, bathe them, comb their hair, cut their nails, like clean the eye boogers, like brush their teeth, clean their ear. Like, everything is on me. And obviously I knew that before I had children. But it's like an overwhelming thing, like it's like a, not overwhelming, but it's like a I don't know. I just feel like every mom understands what I'm saying, but you know, and I'm not saying I don't have help, because especially with my sister moving back out here, she needs so much help with my children, and she's about the only person who can keep Paxton for a longer period of time, because she cuddles with him and sings to him, and he absolutely loves that. And although everybody else be trying to cuddle and sing with him too, it's just, I don't know, he has a special bond with his TT. And that is a huge relief for me at times, because he does so good with my sister. So that's a huge relief to me. And yeah, I don't know. And I actually feel a whole lot better being able to talk about it and vent about it, and not feel like I feel like I don't know what I don't know how to say what I want to say, but I feel like it kind of makes sense sometimes. I don't know. But yeah. So that's why I kind of go MIA with my friends and my family. And I hope everyone can understand, or in my channel, like, I hope everyone can understand, like, I'm just really struggling mentally. I have honestly decided to look into getting some therapy and some counseling to help me not just deal with my postpartum depression, but depression from life, depression from, you know, the loss of family members, and I feel like I suffer from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, right? From having to literally sit there and see my, like, the whole just dealing with that alone. I feel like I definitely suffer with PTSD from dealing with that, because any person sitting there having to look at their brother lying in that pool of blood for 6 hours in the heat, and then to know, and just to see him in the casket, and then to know, like, he suffered, and to know that the disgusting bastards who took his life aren't even sitting in jail, are free as hell, is just very annoying. And everyone knows who's done it. The cops know who's done it, and they gave him a bond. How do you give a murderer a bond? Like, just everything. It's just, it messes with me. My anxiety is crazy. I can't even go to the store without having a panic attack. Anxiety kicks my ass so bad. If I go into a store and it's more than a few people, I instantly, like, get blurry vision. I get hot. My heart starts pounding really fast. I'm nervous. I'm scared. And I'm like, it's just, I'm scarred. I feel like I'm damaged. And it's just, I hate saying that I need help, but I need help. I need, I don't know. I need a mental break day where I just take a day for myself, which is probably not going to happen anytime soon with the baby, but, you know, I could dream. But yeah, so I'm going to record Paxton's 5-month update when he wakes up in the morning, so I can just get it done. I won't even edit it. I'll just release it. And I still need to do Princess 3-year update. We are so behind on that. So I'm gonna just get those done and whatever. So yeah. I need to clean my house. It is a mess. I have to choose between cleaning and sleep every night, and lately sleep has been winning but not winning because I have a sick child. So I try and get sleep and it doesn't work. So anyway, tonight I choose to clean. I'm gonna regret it in the morning, but whatever. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. As much as I say I am struggling, please do know that I would never do anything to harm myself. My children absolutely need me. I would never, ever, ever do that to them. So, I am not okay mentally, but I will be eventually. And that's just what I tell myself. So, thank you guys, and I will see you for Paxton's 5-month update. Bye.